a beer mug, okay? We're going to pour you a Miller Lite. Oh, sorry foam got on your carpet. Tilt the TV toward you now and taste why Lite is the best beer idea brewing. Great Pilsner taste without the baggage. Can we pour you another? Hey, why not buy 6 more TVs and invite some friends over? Miller Lite. It's everything you want in a beer today.
You got your best shot of winning when you play your proven performance. So before you look to unproven remedies to cure arthritis, look to the Arthritis Foundation. They can help.
Thanks for watching the Bucks game on Fox 24. If you're out with friends at your favorite bar or restaurant, Miller Brewing Company and Fox 24 remind you to think when you drink.
At Dairyland Greyhound Park, you can enjoy a variety of courses, often followed by a refreshing after-dinner mint. Dairyland Greyhound Park, I-94 and Highway 158 in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Now you can see dogs who only know one trick. How to disappear. Dairyland Greyhound Park, I-94 at Highway 158 in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Other dealers try, but nobody can pass on the savings to you like my dad, Stubby.
Heiser Ford Jeep Eagle is overloaded with nearly 500 new 90s, including 100 Jeeps and Eagles. To make room for the 91s, hundreds of 1990s are priced under invoice cost, with new 90 Fords from only $49.99. Plus, new 91 Escorts start at just $99 per month.
Heiser finds a way, finds a way.
Only at Heiser Ford Jeep Eagle.
A Bulova Quartz watch. It's America's time from Stone's Jewelers' fine jewelry collection. Bulova, a watch to wear with pride. Diamonds and fine jewelry available at Stone's Jewelers. Tonight's game is brought to you locally in part by Dairyland Greyhound Park. It's why Milwaukee has a one-track mind. I-94 and Highway 158 Kenosha. And by Cons, the official clothier of the Bucks announcers.
Well, the Bucks have made up a 14-point difference, John, early in the ballgame. It's tied at halftime, 57-57, and the numbers look pretty good as far as the Bucks are concerned.
Just keep your fingers crossed. The Bucks are doing a wonderful job. They got back in the ballgame when it looked like it was slipping away, Jim. And when you look at the stats, it's incredible what they've done. And if they can just keep that up, come out of here with a big win. The thing is, the Bucks are not letting the Spurs get off on them on the boards, and one way they're doing that is putting the ball in the basket, and they're also getting to the line more. So those are all important factors for the positioning of the Bucks right now.
Well, the Bucks have done a great job shooting 62% to 58% for the San Antonio Spurs. There you see the free throw difference. Rebounds, +2 for the Bucks. Turnovers, no real problem there. And bench points in favor of Milwaukee, +12. Halftime stats are brought to you by M Financial, insurance and benefit planning for today's executive. We'll be back with period number 3 in a tie game from San Antonio right after this.
Tonight's Bucks game is brought to you locally in part by Allstate Insurance Companies. Leave it to the good hands people to insure your home, your car, your business, or your family. And by Bit Tanny for total fitness.
We Brits are learning your American football, right, Joe?
Yeah. Right.
The other way. Catch the ball.
And after practice, we drink a great American beer. Miller Lite.
Miller Lite, with its crisp, refreshing Pilsner taste, it's everything you want in a beer today.
What are they doing now? They're practicing touchdowns.
Hey, man, you know what it's like cruising with a slice of pizza? All that gooey stuff goes everywhere, but not a new Hardee's Pizza Pocket, man. See, like the only place that the mozzarella and pepperoni goes is in your mouth, not like slices. Hey, nice decoration, man. Good stuff.
This holiday season, give Hardee's gift certificates. They're good for any item on Hardee's menu, and they're a great way to stuff a stocking with all kinds of good stuff.
And now, the 12th annual Toyota-thon coast-to-coast sales event.
It's on now.
The event of the year. And we're dealing on every Toyota, Previous, Corollas, Camrys,
4Runners, Celicos, and the all-new Tercel.
Starting with the biggest Camry option package savings ever. And terrific factory-to-dealer incentives, too.
And don't forget trucks. With your dealer's help, you could take one home tonight. There's never been a better time to deal. Go see your Toyota-thon dealer now.
If you have an insurance repair on your home and you have Allstate, it's in our hands. We know some very reliable contractors. It's our business too. So if you choose a contractor we recommend, we guarantee the workmanship of their repairs for 1 year. That's why you're in good hands with Allstate. A member of the Sears Financial Network.
Here's the Call Power scoreboard as we head to the third quarter. Everything is even here in San Antonio. Qualify your sales prospects by telephone. That's a Call Power plan from Wisconsin Bell. Willie Anderson had 14 points. Terry Cummings 12 in the first half. David Robinson 9 points. He averages a shade over 26. Pierce with 15 for the Bucks. Frank Brikowski having a nice game, 13 points so far. Greer on a drive off the glass. Robinson with a rebound. Robinson fairly quiet in the first half with his 3 fouls. And that one's up over the top for Willie Anderson. And the Bucks will get it back.
That happened in the Bucks-Detroit game in Milwaukee, and the ball got stuck up the top of the basket right at the start of the game.
Jack Madden used a mop to free it up.
Well, Isaiah acted like he was going to jump up and knock it out.
Brikowski with Cummings on him. And that one is short. Rod Strickland dishing to Robinson. Well, if they get him the ball in that position, John, he'll score his points.
Oh, yeah.
That's the position you don't want to allow him to get the ball. He's so quick when he gets you down in the low post.
Well, he's all those combinations, too. Powerful. With
Strong.
that great quickness that you talked about. He knows he's smart.
There's the quick hand of David Robinson for the tip away. He poked it out to Anderson. He takes it in. Willie Anderson now with 16 points. And the Spurs have scored the first 4 in the third quarter to lead 61-57. Physical play now, Cummings and Brikowski. They played together here last year. Sikma on a foul and a foul.
Ooh, beauty.
Great play by Jack.
Well, no one putting any body on him. He slices through the 2 defenders, and it's a big play at that point because you feel the Spurs starting to get it rolling again. That's on the shot. You'll see Jack look. See, nobody looking to block anybody out. I mean, where are the basics here, you know? And that's where Jack just, bing, came in between the 2 of them, and hopefully we'll get 3 out of it.
Sean Higgins whacked him on the head. Three-point play for Sikma. And the Bucks are within 1. It's been a rather controlled game, wouldn't you say?
And that's what the Bucks have wanted from the start. Keep this team in a half court. Trouble is, both teams have been shooting the eyes out of it in a half court.
Into Robinson, 4 on the shot clock. And Brikowski muscles it away underneath. Well, the Spurs shot 74% of the first quarter, 43% of the second quarter. So the Bucks played some good defense to get back in this one. Sikma's miss, collected by Higgins. Strickland is a blur. That ball was tied up by Humphries. He'll jump it with Strickland.
See, Strickland came down with Hump on the ball. Up. He comes down at that point. That makes it the jump ball.
Humphries in his second jump ball situation tonight. He tied up Willie Anderson in the first half.
Now, Alvin so far in this game hasn't really had much of an opportunity offensively. Hasn't been in there, hasn't had many shots. Therefore, you know, point total not up there. Only had 2 shots. So he and Hump together only 2 shots. I'd like to see one of them starting to get it going a little bit. And we've told you many times that Humphries has not felt well. He's had the flu.
Bennett Salvatore didn't like the jump. Humphries gets it again, and now we have a whistle.
Cummings, I believe, loose ball.
Yep.
So the second time, Humphries the only one jumping. Cummings there with Sikma.
And now Cummings has 3 fouls, John, along with David Robinson. That is the second team foul on the Spurs.
If you could get fouls on either one of those guys right away, they'd probably go out for a while.
Make some more hay.
Hey?
Hey? How about a three?
Oh, yeah.
Hey. Jack Sikma outside the arc again.
He showed us the different ways to get threes, right? Layups, foul, and then outside the arc.
Bucks 3 out of 5 from three-point land tonight. That's another $75 from Carex Muffler and Brake Shops, helping fight the battle against childhood cancer. 9:09 remaining third quarter. The Bucks lead by 2. They have played well tonight. And will have to down the stretch. There's a three at the timer horn by Anderson.
They've made some three-point baskets tonight just when they needed them. They did it at the end of the second quarter.
Willie launched it. He has 19 points. He launched it, and the horn sounded as the ball was on its way through the net. 5-shot clock. Higgins on Greer, back out for Alvin. Tough shot over Robinson. And Strickland takes it down for San Antonio. No basket. A foul on Sikma. That'll be his third.
Well, this is a demonstration of the quickness. He shows the J. Jack comes up on him and looks like a guard putting it on the floor. Just a tall one.
Ricky Pierce checks in for Alvin Robertson. Paul Pressey in the game for San Antonio with Robinson, Cummings, Strickland, and Anderson. Cummings drops it for Robinson. Loose ball. That shows you just about a few of the things he can do.
Yeah.
Guy's 7-1, bends over, moves along the floor, collects the loose ball, beats it to the basket. No problem.
Thumps it in.
Under 8 minutes to go in the third. That's the amazing thing about the athletes in this league. We have a foul. Cummings called for it. Riding Brakowski through the lane. He's giving Bennett Salvatore a piece of his mind, and that is 4 fouls now on Terry Cummings.
That's good. That's going to get him out. Big contact inside. TC's going to get a technical.
And a technical. Pressey tried to get him out of the way to avoid a technical.
Well, see what's happening. Frank's posting up. He's really making it tough on TC inside. They're banging a lot. And that's one of those things where both guys are pushing the other guy and banging. And then as a player, whoa, Rick. As a player, when they call it on the other guy, it upsets you because you feel like you've been hammered just as much. And it seems that in most cases, those go against the defensive players more often than the offensive players. 3 could use it.
Jack Sikma with another three-point basket. $75. We're ringing it up tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Carex, Muffler, Brake Shops. Pressey on a drive, and no. Rebound, another rebound for Brakowski. He's doing a great job on the boards tonight.
Yes.
Tied at 66.
Good D by Anderson.
Jack, another one. Yes, sir! Sikma lining it up. 3 three-point baskets in the first 4+ minutes of the third quarter. It's 69-66. Another $75
from Carex.
Anderson on a drive.
And Brakowski again on the boards. Oh, turnover.
He had Pierce, but Strickland reached in to take it away. Can't gamble in a game like this very often.
Through the hoop, they're going to give him 2.
Foul on Humphries. And we have a timeout. Automatic under 7 minutes. We have 6:47 to go in the third. The Bucks lead by 3 on the Bucks Basketball Network.
Wondering what the temperature is outside? Find out exactly with a 12-inch dial patio thermometer from Taylor. It has easy-to-read graphics and is made of shatterproof plastic. Plus, it comes with a bonus 6-inch window thermometer. In December, get both the Taylor 12-inch and bonus 6-inch thermometer for just $5.99 while supplies last at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
Chris O'Brien's worked late every night this week. A small business owner, Chris is worried about employee health insurance. It's complicated, costly, time-consuming. But small business owners don't have to go it alone. Now there's group health protection from the Metropolitan Milwaukee Association of Commerce. Call MMAC Insurance Services today. We have big plans for small business.
Now, there's pizzeria-style pizza in your grocer's freezer. Special Edition Pizza by Palermo's. Special Edition secret time-activated dough actually rises as your oven heats and bakes in its own pan for authentic pizzeria taste. No preheating and baking time of about 20 minutes. Special Edition is as fast and tastes better than the national leaders in home delivery. Special Edition by Palermo's. America's perfect frozen pizza.
Miller Genuine Draft brings you what's on tap. We will be at Boston Garden on January 9th. That's our next televised game, 6:30 the start time. And that'll be a dandy. The Bucks and the Celtics, those two games so far between Milwaukee and Boston have been so one-sided, it's tough to figure out what's going on, but we know that Boston will be tough.
Really?
In the hub.
That's for sure. You know, one of the points I wanted to make here is I recall the first time Robinson played against Jack. I think it was in Milwaukee. Jack got a bunch of three-pointers on him because David just was not used to playing his men out behind the three-point line. And as intelligent as he is, he's been caught tonight already a few times, and Jack's run the bell.
Well, that's a great bit of strategy, too, keeping Robinson out of that deep paint defensive position. You get him out on the arc, and you have a chance to move the ball a little bit.
That's right. It helps having a center that can shoot three-pointers. Now, look at the adjustment they've made. They put Pressey on Sikma.
Robinson there as well on the double team. The Bucks swing it. 8 on the shot clock. Greer with 7 on the clock. And we have a foul call on Jack Sikma as he wheeled. He got a hold of Paul Pressey. Pressey hit the standards for the backcourt. 4 fouls on Jack.
Now, see what they did with TC going out of the ball game. What they did, they put Robinson over Bukowski so because Frank's been playing post-up ball, so David doesn't have to go outside. And they put Pressey on Sikma, who primarily would go out and shoot the three. See?
There's that little roll, and Robinson jams it home. There they are up in Mr. Robinson's neighborhood as the Spurs go up by 1. A little more than 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. 22nd timeout taken by Bell Harris. Each team with 5 three-point baskets tonight. The Bucks are 5 out of 7. Sikma has 3 of them. Pierce and Humphreys have added three-point shots. The Spurs are 5 out of 5 outside the arc.
Yeah, and for each team, it's given them a big swing back the other way. Like the Bucks have opened up some leads that way. They've had a chance to open it up even more, and then we've seen San Antonio use it to get back. Here's the jam. See, that's setting a pick. Dan switches. Look, Ricky is the man who was picked. That's pick-and-roll basketball. That's as old as dirt.
Mr. Robinson now with 15 points. We're seeing more pick-and-rolls in this league.
Yes.
And the point should be made that perhaps it's not the old-style pick-and-roll with the talented players. They're doing different things off of it.
Yeah,
pick and pop, pick and slip. Here's Pierce. Straight shot for 2.
What a measure. Well, Oscar Robertson was great at it. That's what he and Wayne Embry ran for years in Cincinnati. Both made the All-Star team and scored a lot of points. Well, I mean, you know Oscar's going to be on the All-Star teams, but just pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll. They call it the 7 play.
Robinson hits the wall. Foul called on Bukowski.
Well, you can see big contact.
3 fouls on Bukowski. Maybe a little less reliance on the three-point shot this year and more reliance on the pick and roll. Seems to be a trend in the league.
Yes. Well, you know, it takes a combination of things. You want to have guards that can make the play, and there are a lot of guards that can make the play very well. Then you got to have guys come out and really get the pick, make it work, because too many people in this league slide a pick. They, just as they're supposed to set the pick, the next thing you know, they move away from it and don't set a good pick.
The Spurs 72-71. Humphries drives and changes that 73-72.
See, now that was a two-man game, pick and roll, except he went the other way because they were playing into the pick side.
Reminder for the trivia buffs playing along, the Bank One Sports Trivia Challenge is coming up soon on our telecast tonight. Pressey dumps down baseline. Robinson gets it back. 8-shot clock. Strickland. Little underhanded scoop. And the Spurs seesaw back in front. Humphries drives from the left and score.
Same play, beat Strickland 2 times in a row. The weak side can't get there quickly enough.
4:50 remaining in the third quarter. Pete Myers off the San Antonio bench. He'll come in momentarily.
Yeah, he might come in for Strickland.
He started in Strickland's place tonight. Right. Robinson.
Good help.
Hit in the face.
Turnover.
The Bucks have it. Robinson rolling his eyes as he comes up court. Here's picked up by Pressey. Here's a 3. Yes!
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what. Humphries had a toe on the line, but don't tell anybody.
Did he? I didn't look down. I looked up.
6 3-point baskets. Another $75 to the MacBuck. Compliments of Carrick's muffler and break shots.
Back up the 75s. Larry Brown wants a 3, doesn't he? Or a 20.
A 20. No, we want the 3s. He'll
take a 20 and a 3. They're going to take a look at Robinson. Let's take a look at that three-pointer. Let's see if Jim Paskey is correct. Can't tell from that angle.
Pretty close. I thought I saw a little bit of the tennis show.
I believe you.
On the blue.
We had the good angle on that.
Well, you have to call them like you see them.
Yeah, oh yeah. So do the officials. Here's
John
Robinson.
Anderson, the trainer, looking at David Robinson, who got it in the area of the eyes.
I want that eye. Give me that one. I've always been amazed that more players aren't injured in the eyes. I'm amazed that every player doesn't want to wear goggles in this league.
Well,
especially
you suffered an eye injury.
I had 2 of them, and I had to have some surgery in each case. Not much fun.
The Bucks lead by 4. Steve Henson in the game now. He is up on Sean Elliott. Illegal defense. Rakowski out of position.
I don't know what Dell was trying to say. Back door. Look at that.
Myers.
Well, Myers playing Henson. Now, this is an interesting matchup. Myers, it shows you his quickness with his size.
He's 6'6".
Yeah, they'll put him on the point guard now. He was the guy that went back door on Henson. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice pass.
Red basket.
Get out of there. Rakowski to Shays. The Bucks lead by 4. They go to Robinson. He dragged a foot, didn't he?
Big foot.
Elliott puts the head down. Oh, they're moving bodies in and out of there, and Shays came away with the ball. Tipped out from behind. Robinson rides Bennett Salvatore into the first row.
Now, do you realize what you just saw?
Yes.
You saw a center chase down a point guard and deflect the ball away. You think that is not quickness? Look at this. He came from the baseline.
And he did it deftly.
Yes. All right, boy, and in the meantime, the Bucks just doing their thing. See, Robinson's getting lost out there. Shea split the seam, got the layup.
82-76, the Bucks by 6. Under 3 minutes, third quarter. Wouldn't this be a sweet victory? Robinson fouled by Shea. We have an automatic timeout coming up here as we take a look.
Good angle, gets it deep, and a little, leave me alone.
Timeout charge to the Bucks. They lead by 6 on the Bucks Basketball Network.
I've set the time machine ahead 40 years.
Cold filtered, never heat pasteurized Miller Genuine Draft.
Don't worry, Judy. I'm sure the future will be a very cool place.
For those who discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
It worked.
All these good things and more are in this brochure, and it's free at Century now.
Every day, the hottest music in the country is on sale. Billboard's Top 50, CDs just $10.99, cassettes $6.99. Every day, mainstream.
Everybody needs a little place to get high. So when the cover owns, don't let nobody inside.
CDs just $10.99, cassettes $6.99. Every day, mainstream. Most music at the best price.
Why don't you figure out which Bucks player you think will score the first points of the fourth quarter of a TV game and send in your postcard to the fourth quarter shootout, brought to you by Miller Lite and Fox 24. If your card is selected, you will win a prize, a pretty nice prize at that, a Bucks athletic bag. And if your player scores the first point, you'll also win a 2-inch handheld Casio color television, compliments of Miller Lite and Fox 24. And coming up tonight in the fourth quarter, our contestant will be Diana Zarzyski. So we'll look for that. We have 2:46 remaining in the third. Robinson makes one free throw, and it's 82-77 Milwaukee. And a good one here in San Antonio. The Bucks coming from 14 down in the first quarter. Pierce. Rebound, Elliott.
That was a good look. You'll take that every time. Ricky will make most of them.
Elliott slashing.
Boy, good job by Shea.
Great defense.
Did you see him anticipate where the pass was going to be, and he fell back just enough? Well, that should be a foul on Anderson.
Pierce, count it.
Well, see, they complain, and we all do when it happens to the team that you're cheering for, but in the NBA, that is absolute continuation.
I think that foul was called on Higgins.
Oh, no, it was right there on Anderson.
No, Willie Fryer put up 3 fingers. We'll check that. Pierce with a 3-point play, and the Bucks lead 85-77 with 2:15 to play in the third quarter. The foul was charged to Higgins. Whoa. I think Anderson got away with one.
Well, they should have counted them.
Robinson fouling down, and a foul will be called. Shea's called for the foul as he rides him out. There's the bump. Two on Dan. Robinson having his trouble at the free throw line right now. He came into the game hitting 8 out of every 10. 85-78 Milwaukee.
2 minutes. Now Steve has to be careful out there. Don't let Paul Pressey pick him clean, because he can do that, and he's got the size on Hinson to get up on him and make it tough. But at this point, you know, when he's bringing up, he's backing off. This is what the Bucks want inside. Yeah, see. Only guy out there that can guard Bukowski down there in the post-up right now would be David Robinson. He's going to make it tough on anyone, even Elliott, who is an outstanding defensive player.
Anderson picks up his third. Well, the Bucks have been a solid team at the free throw line all year. They had a little problem last night in Dallas, hitting 15 out of 23. 65%. They're low for the year.
It's going to happen once in a while. Even if you're a really good free throw shooting team or individual, once in a while you're going to slip and have those nights. The important thing is to come right back.
Well, they are tonight. Robinson, high percentage basket.
Yeah, see, you'd rather have him take that outside shot. Dan moved up on him, and he was far enough out that you'd rather have him take that than put it on the floor.
Now the Bucks will have the added problem of getting the crowd out of the game. Bukowski. There's the double. 8 on the shot clock. Henson, long two. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He can shoot the jumper. Give it to him, and that's where Brick's creating problems for their defense. Down inside, he's making them adjust, and that's leaving people open.
Well, the Bucks have just been getting good shots most of the night. Elliott. And Brickowski will be called for a foul. That's his fourth.
See, Elliott's one of these guys, with the playing time he continues to get, he'll get to the line. He'll be up there with Robinson and Cummings in terms of attempts from the line by drawing the fouls. And that's a big foul here because Brickowski's really making them pay at the offensive end, and they like to get him out of there. They have a tough time matching up there.
Fred Roberts will replace Brickowski here in a moment between the free throws.
Elliott's an excellent free throw shooter.
76.
Yeah, I really thought he was better than that, Jim.
Brickowski leads with 4 fouls and 15 points. A lot of rebounds. 89-81. Under a minute to go in the third. You want to score here. Make it a 10-point game. Pierce. And a little opening, goes back to Shays. 5 shot clock. And we have, what, a foul?
Yeah. Dan shows him the jumper. You know, he can hit that little jumper, so you got to go at him. And look at him. Puts it on the floor and goes to the hoop. You know, he's one of those guys with a lot of body motion, a lot of activity, and so he makes the fouls occur. He creates the contact.
Well, John, now Willie Anderson has 4 fouls. And he will go to the bench as Rod Strickland comes into the game. 38.7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Dan Shays trying to put the Bucks up by 10. And he does. Danny had a run of 33 straight field goals in last night in Dallas. I said field goals, I meant free throws.
Well, that's your big man, your center, treating it like a guard, taking it all the way past the defenders. David Robinson. Wow. Can't say enough about his talent.
Time remaining, third quarter. Oh, wide open. Shays.
Travel.
Walked with it. Tried to get Pressey in the air and draw the foul for a potential three-point play. Instead, it's a turnover.
20.3 seconds. 20.3.
He's wide open. Look.
Reggie Williams in for David Robinson. 20.3 on the clock. Here come the Spurs.
Robinson to the bench. Reggie Williams in for the final 20 seconds.
Well, the crowd's trying to get him going. They're really pumping him up a little bit.
5 seconds remaining in the third.
Good job by Henson. Boy, didn't let him create.
Got to get it away, and it's up over the top. That's the end of the third quarter. The Wisconsin Bell Call Power score is Milwaukee 91, San Antonio 83.
In his long NBA career, Wilt Chamberlain took 11,862 free throw attempts, over 2,000 more than any other player.
Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
All my friends, Miller Low Side.
This Christmas, give the gift of Total Fitness. Get 2 memberships for 1 at Vic Tanny, or no payments till 91. Get an Ameritech mobile phone free. Some restrictions and minimum service requirements apply.
At Dairyland Greyhound Park, you can enjoy a variety of courses, often followed by a refreshing after-dinner meat. Dairyland Greyhound Park, I-94 and Highway 158 in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Now you can see dogs who only know one trick. How to disappear. Dairyland Greyhound Park, I-94 and Highway 158 in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Give someone the perfect gift from Northridge and Southridge this holiday season and watch it bring out the kid in them. Gifts for the young at heart. The spirit of giving at Northridge and Southridge.
Tonight's game is brought to you locally in part by Pizza Hut, Milwaukee's favorite pizza 5 years in a row, and by Toyota. I love what you do for me, Toyota.
Here's the Call Power scoreboard in San Antonio. In business, the most efficient way to buy goods and services is by telephone. That's a Call Power plan from Wisconsin Bell. We have our Miller Lite fourth quarter shootout coming up here. Our contestant is Diana Zarzyski. Her selection is Ricky Pierce. He's in the game. Two-man game.
It seems the Spurs are thinking more and more. Good hands by Shays. More and more. Go to Robinson. Go to Robinson. You can see a lot of that in that last period, and they're doing it again at the start of this quarter.
Robinson had 9 first-half points. He has 23. Here is a three by Reggie Williams.
That was a set play for Williams to knock that down out there.
Williams, a 48% three-point shooter. He leads San Antonio in that category. Sikma working against Elliott. High arching shot. Roberts bangs it off the glass. Cummings has it. The Bucks lead by 5. Reggie Williams took a stroll. The Bucks leading in rebounding. As you take a look at the quarter scoring, Milwaukee outscoring San Antonio by 8 in the second and 8. I'll check that, by 2 in the third. Pierce, no. Shays on the foul. Robinson has it. And Pressey with it. Press 24. And a foul. As Pressey goes down, Henson grabbed him around the legs trying to help him.
Well, it was an excellent effort by Henson to prevent the basket at the other end. And Shays in there, they just couldn't get the handle on it. Then the foul occurred on that second stage of the play.
I think the scoring by quarters in the third should have read 34-26. The Bucks led by 8 in the third quarter as well as the second quarter. Pierce out of the game. Who do you think, John, for the fourth quarter shootout as Cummings takes and hits a shot?
Let's go with Sikma.
All right. Diana Zarzyski is our contestant tonight. Diana has already won a Bucks athletic bag and has a chance to win a television set. Alvin Robertson with a miss. Jack tracks it down. Shays baseline. No. Still going at it. Tipped by Robinson. And we have a foul.
Well, I tell you, you talk about hustle. Dan Shea staying with it. It's too bad he doesn't have that great leaping ability that some of these guys have, because when he gets it in there like that, he'd just jam it in the basket, but he can't do that, so he's got to do it with just hustle, effort, and try to draw the foul. Oh.
Paul Pressey picks up his first foul.
Team fouls even at 1.
Shays will take the shot. Top of the key and hit it. Dan Shays, 93-88, the Bucks lead. Well, Diana Zarzyski is still a winner. She picks up the Bucks athletic bag. Thanks for taking part in the Miller Lite Fox 24 fourth quarter shootout. Cummings. And that one batted around. Fred Roberts tracks it down. On the shot clock. Sikma fouled by Reggie Williams.
Well, he knows he's got to make a run at Jack when he's behind the 3. So he's even happier with the foul than giving Jack Sikma a look. So that's their second team foul.
Sikma.
Oh,
yes,
he got
a
it.
3.
He has got them absolutely running scared. They're trying to run at him, and he nails it.
Another $75 to the MAC Fund. That brings it to 5 1/4 tonight. Compliments of Carex Muffler and Great Shop. 7 3-point baskets. The Bucks' record is 8 in a game, which they have had once already against Boston. We'll have a timeout here and be back on the Bucks Basketball Network.
American Family Insurance would like to remind you of all the reasons for choosing one insurance company over another. The most important reason by far is the service you'll receive when you really need it. Choose wisely. Look in the white or yellow pages for the American Family agent nearest you.
Hey, man, you know what it's like cruising with a slice of pizza? All that gooey stuff goes everywhere, but not a new Hardee's Pizza Pocket, man. See, like the only place that the mozzarella and pepperoni goes is in your mouth, not like slices. Hey, nice decoration, man. Good stuff.
This holiday season, give Hardee's gift certificates. They're good for any item on Hardee's menu, and they're a great way to stuff a stocking with all kinds of good stuff.
Other dealers try, but nobody can pass on the savings to you like my dad, Stubby.
Heiser Ford Jeep Eagle is overloaded with nearly 500 new 90s, including 100 Jeeps and Eagles. To make room for the 91s, hundreds of 1990s are priced under invoice cost, with new 90 Fords from only $49.99. Plus, new 91 Escorts start at just $99 per month.
Heiser finds a way, find a way.
Only at Heiser Ford Jeep Eagle.
Jack Sikma with 23 points. He has hit 4 consecutive 3-point baskets. He had 11 points in the third quarter. The Bucks with 7 3-pointers tonight. Sikma has 4 of them. Jack's season high in points is 26, so he has a good shot at that tonight. The Bucks are leading by 8.
You can bet at that timeout they talked about Jack Sikma and saying we cannot give him those looks. And Robinson with some power.
Robinson up to 25 now. That's just a shade under his average. Remember, he had 9 at halftime, but we knew he would not be quiet all night long.
You know, and he's made some of it happen, but they're also going to him. Oh, Jay.
Found an opening.
Explosive, and he gets there before Robinson can come with the help.
Humphreys with 12 points, and remember, he's playing with the flu. Didn't expect to do an awful lot tonight, but he's been putting in a yeoman's performance here. 8:20 to go in the game. The Bucks lead by 8. What does that mean, yeoman's performance? Never could figure that out, but it sounds good. Outside shot. Strickland. It comes away for Cummings.
Well, I think of it as positive.
I do, too.
Sure. It's digging in. It's hard work.
Bucks basketball, that type of work. Yeah. Elliott.
Now, did anyone touch it? Was that up and down? However, the Bucks have it.
Bucks thought he traveled with it. Alvin will wait for reinforcements. Shays bangs
Jack's
into
wide
Elliott
open
down
behind
the
the
lane.
3. No. Oh.
Fred Roberts. 10 on the timer. Long 2, yes. Alvin Robertson with 2, and it's 100-90. So we have the hot 102nd point coming up in just a moment. The WLUM hot 102. Next field goal by the Bucks. They lead by 10.
And then Robinson again. He gets a little back pick on the baseline, comes across underneath. Now it breaks down. Now it's just find something.
5 shot clock. Strickland. Alvin Robertson rebound, slips.
Well, with some help.
With help, huh?
Even though
Cummings.
I'm sorry. Even though Robinson's had all these points in the second half, Dan Chase has done a good job on him. He's done a good job on him. He's made him work. He's made him pay in some situations. And I know sometimes that seems ridiculous to say when a guy is that effective, but he's making him work, and that's, I think, Cummings' 5th personal.
It is, and the Spurs have 3 fouls. The Bucks 1. We have 6:56 to go here in San Antonio. Roberts hits that tough shot.
Made it anyway. Ooh, that's hot.
Fred Roberts scores the hot 102nd point tonight, so call the Gilmore brothers Monday and win on WLUM. Bucks' biggest lead right now, 12 points. They get a turnover, they can make it more. And we have a foul in the backcourt.
Good foul. Bucks were on the way, and they knew it. They took it intentionally. That's their 4th. But the good thing is the Bucks only won. Now they'll be getting to the line on every foul.
Foul on Paul Pressey, his 2nd. Yeah, the Bucks have done just a great job tonight. They have been playing a control game. They were down by 14 in the first. They stayed steady and have come back strong. They can lead by 14 if they score here. Sikma. We have a foul call against Shays as he went for the rebound. As he backed out of there trying to get position on the block out. So San Antonio will get the ball. Check our Paul Power out-of-town scoreboard, John. One score pops out here. Philadelphia has beaten Detroit 106-99, so that helps the Bucks.
Yes.
Anderson. Humphries with a rebound.
Okay, what's happening now? See, the Spurs are missing. First, the Bucks are making them shoot jumpers. The Spurs are missing, and then the Bucks are not giving them the offensive rebounds. And remember, they're the best rebounding team in the NBA. The Spurs, that is.
Back for Jack. A 3. Yes!
Ring it.
Jack Sikma, and the Bucks have 8 3-point baskets in the game to tie the team record for the 2nd time this year.
Woo-hoo. See, he sets a pick. All the men go for a hump. He just kicks it back to Jack. You see Detroit do that a lot with Lane Beer, only he doesn't shoot the 3s like Jack. All right, that's 13 foul by the Bucks.
Alvin Robertson picks up the foul. Jack Sikma with 5 consecutive 3-point field goals.
Oh, man.
Spurs ball.
Keep that clock running. Because the Spurs are so explosive. Good hands.
15 on the shot clock.
Spurs ball.
Get up on Higgins. He'll unload him. He's a good shooter.
Oh, and ricochets out right to Shays.
You got to stay up on Higgins out there. He can shoot the long ball. You got to stay in his vicinity. Fortunately for the Bucks, the Spurs have continued to miss.
Humphries.
Oh,
yeah! You got it.
What a play. The whole bench came off.
On Cummings. And that'll be it for him.
Look at this play. Crossover, duck under, get hammered, put the right amount of English on it, know where the hoop is, and yeah, you get the basket.
Pressey with a ride out, but Cummings draws the foul.
TC's gone.
That's the 6th for Cummings. He sits down with 14 points.
Well, and that's part of the story of this game tonight. Terry Cummings, not the normal factor that he would be.
Came in averaging 20. (107-90). The Bucks with a big lead here. Under 5 minutes to go.
Still more time than I'm comfortable with.
Oh, yeah, me too. It's never big enough, is it?
Boy, look at the hustle.
Off Roberts.
Robinson.
Unbelievable.
Centers aren't supposed to move like that, are they?
I don't know. Ask Akeem.
I know those
and
two
Patrick
guys.
Ewing.
I think this guy moves better than all of them, and Akeem is next, and then Ewing.
Akeem always plays pretty well against Robinson. They say that he wins that battle most often.
I tell you though.
Higgins takes it in. Roberts rebounds it.
Bucks again on the boards. I'd take them in this order for my team. Robinson, Akeem, Ewing. That would be my pick. Very argumentative picks.
Yeah,
probably
the
second
about a lot of
more
things
than
there.
the first one. I think everybody, well, not everybody. Oh, here it is again.
Let's get it. No. Jack Sikma Finally missed one from outside the arc after hitting 5 in a row. Anderson dishes Higgins. Tony Massenberg in the game. He wears number 45 for the Spurs. And now Pete Myers and Dwayne Schultz will come in. Robinson, Higgins, and Paul Pressey go to the bench. I should say Pressey and Robinson. Higgins thought he was going to the bench, but only 2 guys came in. 4:07 to play. The Bucks lead by 17 as Brakowski now replaces Dan Shays.
Good job by Dan, I'll tell you.
John will be naming the player of the game, the Miller High Life Fox 24 Most Valuable Player. $100 will be donated to the MAC Fund, and that player's name compliments of Fox 24 and Miller High Life.
That's Bucks ball. Yeah, Alvin deflects it off the head. Who what? Myers, yeah. I wasn't sure who that hit for a moment.
Now, what do you think? The Bucks ought to go for that record, don't you? The team record, 3-point baskets.
Why hold back?
They need one more. They have 8. Sikma with 5 in a row tonight. Humphreys has 2. Pierce has 1. Sikma baseline. Brakowski keeps it in play for the Bucks.
Oh, they're spreading them out now, so you run a little clock. You got them scrambling. They want to try to force some turnovers. People here are very silent. I don't think they can believe this.
This will snap a San Antonio 8-game winning streak. One off a franchise record. Myers on the drive. Let me clarify that. They have the record right now, tying it. They were trying to set a record tonight with 9.
Don't turn the ball over. Don't let them have any easy baskets off of turnovers. Be sure you get shots or you get fouls because you're going to be shooting, but so will they on any foul after this.
The foul on Pete Myers. Oh, what a wonderful game for the Bucks, who came back off a flat performance last night in Dallas.
Well, you know, when you look at road trips, you always break it down in the NBA. You look at not only road trips, but all your games. So watch Hump take the shot. On this particular trip, you had 2 games into Texas. So you think, okay, if you get one, this is NBA thinking. If you get one, you've had a successful trip. So of the 2, you think the best one and easiest one to get is which one?
The first one in this case.
In this case, last night.
Well, the Bucks,
are going to get the tough one.
This is obvious, but as we reflect on the season, they have played extremely well against the good teams. They've beaten Philadelphia, Boston, Chicago,
Detroit, San Antonio,
Atlanta, Utah, and now San Antonio tonight. They have not played as well against some of the so-called lesser teams. Schultz on the turnaround.
But some of those have been on the road also.
New Jersey, Charlotte.
Right.
The Clippers at home last week was a tough game for the Bucks. Five on the shot clock. Humphreys pulls up as the Spurs go to the board, and it's tipped out by Anderson. 109-96 with 2:15 to go. And you'd still like to see the Bucks take a shot at that 9th and team record 3-point basket. Secondary to the victory, of course. Alvin back for Jack. 5-shot clock. And it bounces in for Alvin.
Boy, they're really doing a job. Bucks have shot the ball beautifully tonight. I mean, high percentage.
Massenberg tied up by Brakowski and fouled by Frank. Now the Bucks coaches go to the bench here. A timeout was called with 1:45 remaining, and the Bucks leading the Spurs 111-96 on the Bucks Basketball Network.
I've set the time machine ahead 40 years.
Cold filtered, never heat pasteurized Miller Genuine Draft.
Don't worry, Judy. I'm sure the future will be a very cool place.
For those who discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
It worked.
You?
Yeah, me.
Russ, you have no eye for color.
I'm picking out the paint. I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You can do it, Russ.
This True Test custom color system makes it easy to match colors, just like a decorator.
Admit it, Ellen. I picked out the perfect colors.
Yes, but who would ever believe it?
You can do it with True Value hardware stores.
Let's see, got the tree, got the decorations, got the lights, called Grandma, called the Merriweathers, gave them directions.
This season, you have enough to think about without worrying about dinner. So Pizza Hut brings you the Holiday Feast deal. Right now, get up to 5 Supreme Pizzas for the special low holiday price of just $6.99 each. It's the Supreme Pizza, all decked out for the holidays at a great once-a-year price.
Snow shovel, mittens, stockings, got wrapping paper, got tape, got scissors, got bows. Forgot the gas.
Pizza Hut now delivers to Greater Milwaukee.
Here's the Call Power scoreboard with 1:45 remaining here in San Antonio. Simply call ahead if you're running late for a business meeting. That's a Call Power plan from Wisconsin Bell. The Bucks with a comfortable 15-point lead here. And isn't this a sweet victory? Massenburg at the line. And we have time to tell you that this copyrighted program is presented by authority of the NBA and the Milwaukee Bucks and is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written permission of the NBA and the Milwaukee Bucks, and also WCGV Fox 24, is prohibited.
You know, this Milwaukee Bucks club, I think, continues to amaze people as they go around the league, and I'm not saying that from our perspective, but from the perspective of people. As you travel around, they say, "Hey, are they really that good, or what are they doing?" And they are
on a drive,
doing it in so many categories.
They have impressed a lot of people.
This is one of those games that you could have come in here against this team playing the way they're playing at home. Man, you could lose by 20, 30 points, even a good ball club, and the Bucks looked like it was going that way, and they've been able to turn the tide on it. Very impressive.
Dell just asked if Detroit won or lost. The Pistons losing to Philadelphia. And Chicago is in a ball game with Indiana in the third quarter. Indiana has closed up a big gap in that one. Coming up on a minute to play as Alvin tries to go inside to Brickowski.
Bucks ball. That was deflected by the defense.
5 on the shot clock. Sikma with 5 3-point baskets tonight. How about 6? Yes! Jack Sikma has given the Bucks a record for threes in a game, 9, and he ties the individual record of 6. Held by Brad Lojas. Shinsis, Sikma. Well, the Bucks gave themselves a Christmas present tonight with a big victory in San Antonio and a couple of records, at least one team record and a tied individual record to boot.
Get him another 3, guys.
Oh, yeah, that's another $75 to the Mac Fund. Henson from 3. Carex, muffler, and brake shots. 19 seconds to go. Pete Myers puts one through. It's 114-98.
Well, they're stunned here.
16-point lead.
They're a little stunned here.
They are in stunned silence.
I mean, it looked like they were going away on a big one. And the Bucks said no, and the Bucks have been shooting the ball exceptionally well tonight. Just high percentage all night long against a team that can stick you defensively.
Well, Del Harris walks off the floor here in San Antonio with a very satisfying victory tonight. The final score, 114-98. A record setter in the process. We'll be back in just a moment on the Bucks Basketball Network.
Back to the Omni for the second half as the Jackets try to protect the lead against LMU.
My friend, never know fire.
A small business
with children.
Safe and happy holiday season.
We have selected Jack Sikma as the Miller High Life Fox 24 Player of the Game. His shining performance tonight contributed a season high 29 points, A team record-tying 6 individual three-pointers, and that last three-pointer by Jack gave the Bucks a team record 9 three-point baskets. So on his behalf, Miller High Life and Fox 24 will donate $100 to the MAC Fund. Congratulations to Jack Sikma, whose best came shining through here tonight. Sikma with 29, Pierce 20, Humphries 16, Robinson had 25, and Willie Anderson 21 for the San Antonio Spurs, and the Bucks win by 16 points. What a marvelous victory, John, as they head into the holidays.
It really was, and it's one more victory like against Detroit and against Chicago, and I can name many that we've seen different people do different things. The Bucks have been able to come up with that depth factor we've talked so much about, like tonight. Dan Shea's contributing big, not only some offensive plays, but defensively on Robinson. Burkowski creating big situations at the offensive end all night long, post-up problem for them. You've talked about Jack. Ricky Pierce contributed with his points when he had to. Jay making some big plays. You know, just on, and we've seen that all year.
Humphries with the flu, 16 points.
Right. That's just the point, you know. So the Bucks doing it in a lot of different ways, and I think, again, much of this league doesn't understand